Okay, so we are talking about today how to overcome obstacles. No matter what you do, there is always issues that get in the way because we're human. And this is a really hard journey for some people, just because that, it's addictive. Food is addictive, and you have to set goals, and you have to get past these milestones to get to your goal. So what's the easy way to do it?
There is really no easy or no difficult. It's
Okay.
just one of the, we will discuss today one of the obstacles, or few obstacles, I shouldn't say one, it's a few obstacles that I always keep hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, which I remember that this lady was like in her 40s, and she had an autoimmune issue, and she had every intention to become vegan, plant-based. And she said, no matter how much I'm willing to do it, I keep failing. I will go for a few days, and here I am. I go to a party, I smell the barbecue, or I will pass by a meat or joint, and I smell, and I just give in. Okay. And the other reason, or the other complaint that I always heard, which teenagers or young adults used to say, is having to go to a restaurant with my friends and being different.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will, elaborate a little bit about this too, that I found that they want to do it, but they are having such a hard time doing it. So let's discuss the one that says, no matter how much I feel like I am doing it, I end up eating meat. It's okay. It's okay. You're not mentally and physically ready, but you have all the means to do it. Okay. So don't beat yourself up. My opinion is, do not beat yourself up. It's okay. If you feel like overwhelmed and I have to have a piece of animal, I am not going to say, because don't do it, or I don't want you to feel you're a failure. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you fall, get up, shake it, go back on the wagon. Don't feel like, okay, I failed, I'm not going to do it. Don't do that. Just if you are really with all intention, and this lady did it, I would say 2 years ago, and it was a struggle. And we kept saying, it's okay. And it started to be stretching. The thing is, make sure you're not hungry when you're going out. Make sure when you go to a party, you're not hungry. Because when we are hungry, we smell anything. It doesn't matter what it is. We want to eat it. So make sure if you go to a party or you're going out, make sure you are, you eat. Make sure you prep your food. Make sure you have something to eat. And let me tell you, this lady is being for the last, I would say, a year and 4 months, completely vegan.
Wow.
She has not touched a piece of meat, but she had her struggle. Okay. And she was really beating herself up. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yes, you can. We all have weak points, and overcome it and just get up. If you fall, get up. Okay. It's not the end of the world. That's my opinion. Don't beat yourself up, because you put more strain and you put more pressure on yourself that you're a failure. You're not. Okay. Yeah. It's just, you're not there yet. You may be 90%, you may be 95%, but you're not there yet. Okay. The other thing I always hear from young people, I don't want to be different when I go out with my friends. And this is one of the things I hear it over and over and over. Yes, it indeed. And one of them said, oh, we go to McDonald's for the fries, but I can't eat it because it has a beef. First of all, do not go to McDonald's. If you are going to eat, don't go to McDonald's. Okay. Explain to your friends your point of things. Explain to your friends where you're coming from. Okay. Explain to your friends that's a choice. And if they are true friends, they will respect you. They will respect your choice. I have at the store a group of people, okay? They come with their friend. Their friend is vegan, gluten-free, and the other 4, they come. And they order things that they don't feel like it's not for me. They really order. And that guy, he comes at least every other day. And
Wow.
he brought so many friends, and each one will try something. So if they are your friends, they should respect, okay? And your wish or your point of things or what you decided to become vegan, plant-based. Or the other thing also, just if you don't feel like you want to explain it and you don't want to open a subject that you are not ready to be discussed, look at the meat. There is always salads. Anywhere you go, there is always salad. Order a baked potatoes if you are in a fast food place, and some salad, and just don't make it a big deal if you don't want to discuss it, which I find a lot of the girls don't like to discuss because they don't feel I want to be different. Okay. You made the decision, but she doesn't want to discuss it. Nowadays, I find it a lot less of an issue like it used to be. Okay. The other thing which I really have to, a lot of people, how far do I want to be? If I'm going to be vegan, how far I'm going? And I had a mother was looking for her son, decided to become vegan, and he doesn't want his suit anymore to be, anything but vegan. His shoes has to be vegan.
Wow.
And she used to look everywhere. Okay. So that's another decision. How far, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it all the way. I'm not going to do it halfway. That's a decision you have to make. But I urge you, before you make that decision, do your researches so you don't put pressure on yourself. Okay. If you decided to go with no leather shoes, find out where you buy your shoes, because you don't want to go barefoot. Okay. And I had that situation with my best friend and her daughter. Her daughter is vegan and she doesn't wear any leather shoes. She doesn't carry any bag that it's leather. She does. So it puts a pressure on the parents. Make sure you do your homework, you do your research. If you decide, don't say, I'm just not doing it anymore, because you need yourself to figure out your resources, where to get it from. And again, nowadays, there is a lot available. The biggest obstacles I always feel and I hear is prepping my meals. How do I prep my meal? I don't know how to prep. I don't cook. Okay. I will urge you, first, put a plan. What do you want to eat? You can do it 2 ways. Either go to the supermarket and walk around and pick up things that you feel like, I like that. And don't pick up more than 7 or 8 things. That's it. Don't fill up your cart, because you end up overwhelmed and it's all going to go in the garbage. The thing is, what do you want? So make it very simple. I'm going to make today breakfast, lunch, dinner, a snack. And whatever is left over from the dinner tonight, I am going to eat it for lunch the following day until I figure out. Just make sure it's a very simple. Breakfast it cannot get any smoothie, chia, pudding, and overnight oat. All these can be prepped the night before. All this can be prepped and put in the fridge few days ahead of time. So if you choose to make your smoothie, figure out what do you want in your smoothie. Divide it into bags, put all the bags in the freezer, wake up in the morning, open the bag, put your water, ice, or, nut milk, and that's done. If you choose to do chia, it's a chia, nutmeg, nut milk. If you choose it sweet, you can put a little bit of maple syrup. You can use blueberries. You can use anything you want, but stay away from sugar. Right. So there is plenty of ways we can. Lunches, make it all about wraps. It cannot get any easier than that. You can do either a collard green wrap if you don't want to eat a regular wrap, or you can do it a regular, whatever you want. A snack, a handful of nuts. It's always your best snack. Your dinner is a bowl. A bowl of what? Make the decision. You need a grain, you need some beans, you need vegetables. Decide which one I'm going to have today. It's once you structure your meal plans, things becomes much easier and faster because in your mind, you kind of overstep that hurdle that what am I going to eat? It's just very simple. We did the breakfast, we did the lunches, wrap or a simple salad. The other thing is start looking for places in your neighborhood or around you that they offer plant-based food. They offer organic, plant-based, vegan food. And if you are not going to be able to do it, or you have a meeting, or you're running like crazy, just go and pick up few things. It will be your easiest way of doing that. Just pick up few things that it makes your life easy and it makes you a lot more relaxed. So that's always my way. Structure your meal plan. It sounds difficult, but if you really take a pen and a piece of paper and say, breakfast, I'm having a smoothie, I'm having a chia pudding, I'm having a muffin, just put it down. Once you put it down, it becomes much easier.
Yeah, this is, it kind of sounds difficult, but it also sounds like if you do it, it's not that difficult. I think one of the obstacles, we're talking about obstacles too, for me anyway, is when I was just getting started and I used to try to do a meal plan every day and I'd try to stick with it, and I would go out somewhere or with friends or whatever, and I'd go to a restaurant and I would say, oh, that looks so good. And then I would eat something bad that I shouldn't. In my mind, I felt like I failed the whole day. So then later on, I thought, oh, it's okay to cheat. It's okay because I've already failed this whole day. But what you said is really important. You just do it moment by moment. Exactly. If you fail one time, it's okay. But I used to think, oh, I've ruined the whole day.
No. Look at babies when they are trying to learn how to walk. How many times they fall? Right. They are resilient. We are resilient. They fall until they walk.
Yeah.
Why do we make it so difficult? There is two ways here. Get up and say, it's fine. It's behind me. Or if you're trying to find an excuse for yourself and you're going to say, oh, okay, I fell. That's a different story. it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We're all human. And it takes, I always say, it takes a while. Take baby step until you reach your goal. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be difficult. You get some, let's say, what's easier than sweet potatoes? Put it in the oven, you have it roasted.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Have some sweet potatoes with some beans, chickpeas. Open a can of chickpeas, wash it very well, get it organic, wash it very well. Put some salt, pepper, paprika, lemon. You have a meal.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great.
It's all in our mind, and it's also how far would we like to go. Everybody would like to be a chef in their first day. Don't. Okay, just start prepping your meal. If you don't have a good knife, buy just one knife. You don't need to go and buy a whole set of knives.
Right.
Just buy one knife, buy a cutting board, and start getting into the rhythm of making or prepping your own meals. Nowadays, there is tons of recipes online.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing I always, and which we forgot to talk about it takes me a long time to buy things because I have to keep reading every label to make sure that it doesn't have ingredients. You need to do that regardless. But once you become familiar with your product, you're not going to do it every time because you know exactly which one you're buying. Okay. So if you find it on sale, buy 3-4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do not take whatever the front label on the front tell you. Go and read the ingredients because the ingredients tell you a completely different story than what's the front label tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know people get so irritated. Do I really have to read? It's your health. Yes, you do have to read. Yes, you need to take interest. For God's sake, you read about everything. Take that second and read the ingredient that you are putting in your body. Once you start accomplishing that, okay, it will be really easy, but also bring stuff home that it makes your life easy. Bring some tortillas, bring some taco shells. Make sure they are organic, make sure they are clean, make sure that if you are gluten-free, they are gluten-free. And start thinking, okay, I can put this together and make a taco for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it and you don't make it difficult, it will be easy.
Yeah.
If you raise a child, you can do anything.
That's right. Well, the problem is we, and even kids think way simpler than us. We try to complicate everything. Adults, we try to complicate it all, and it's not hard. It's just doing it,
It's having the plan or having the food at home. You should always have some veggies, the basic veggies, which is carrots, celery,
Mm-hmm.
onion. These should be always in your pantry, in your home. Fruits like blueberries in the summer, strawberries, bananas, kiwis. These are things, and at the end of the day, you can throw all of them and you can create a fruit bowl, a fruit salad bowl. Okay. It's not difficult. What's really difficult is us making it difficult. And,
exactly right.
if we are not prepped, this is what we got. I don't have anything to eat. You need to be prepped. You need to have few things in the freezer, few
Mm-hmm.
things in the fridge, and you can make your own beans. I make my own beans. You don't have to make it. Just when you open a can, put some in the freezer. So now you have some chickpeas or black beans in your freezer.
Yeah, that's great. That's great advice. I feel like it's not, it's trying to get yourself to don't justify just because you have done something you shouldn't. Don't justify ruining the rest of it. Because you know,
It's just you fall, get up, and
and get up and
read
keep
them.
going.
It's okay. We
Yeah.
all do it, and sometimes you want to hang on. Some people will say, "Okay, I give up this and this, but I'm not giving up that."
Right.
It's
I've heard
okay.
that. Yeah.
It's okay. I had a young man. He kept saying, "I'm not giving up a steak. There is no way." He had an autoimmune, and he was so sick. And he kept saying, "I'm not giving up steak." And we kept saying, "Okay, don't give up steak." And I told his mother, make it smaller and smaller and smaller for him and he really gave up. And he met his fiance now is vegan.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was somewhere and she said, "I'm vegan." He said, "Oh, I'm trying to become vegan." Okay. And he's 100% vegan.
Wow.
It's okay.
And
He
see,
keeps saying,
that's a good example because he, like I was saying, it's not all or nothing. You don't have to, oh, if I can't do everything, I'm not going to do it at all. No, just do what you can do to start with, and then it'll get better and better.
and it will all fall into places. Don't be hard on yourself. The whole idea is when you are ready, okay, you will know you're ready. You have the intent. You have that. So follow your step. Take it one step at a time. And it's for now. Don't oh my God, what am I going to do with it? Don't do that. Make a stress-free meal plans and make it simple. Leave the complication when you go to a vegan restaurant. Make it simple. Make it easy. Go and there is plenty of places. Just make sure they are not fried food and it's a good quality food. It just buy some stuff. Make sure falafel. It can be easier than falafel. Get some falafel and put it in your freezer and make a falafel wrap and throw in some tomatoes, some onion, some mesclun salad and hummus. You have a beautiful wrap and a great sandwich.
Right. That's great.
It just start thinking, what do I need to eat? And explore. Make a trip one time. Go to Trader Joe's, go to Whole Foods, and go to any place and see what they have. Just allow an hour here, an hour there until you start reading what's in it. And after that, it doesn't become difficult. Go to your restaurants that you know or vegan and say, "Can you sell me some falafel?"
Yeah, that's awesome.
I put falafel in the grab and go because people used to come and say, "Can I buy falafel balls? Just, I don't want the whole salad." And I put it out because after their demand on give me some. And these are things, it can be snack, it can be a great breakfast, it can be a great lunch, it can be a great dinner. It depends where you would like it. Just roast some vegetables. Nothing easier than putting a little bit of oil, a little good olive oil, salt and pepper, put it in the oven. Just make sure you don't burn it. You have roasted vegetable. It's really not complicated. We complicate it ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we tend to do that a lot.
Well,
because we're human.
because we're not ready.
Yeah, it's true. And that's true too. Where sometimes it's fear, we're a little bit afraid to do so many changes at one time. And
just don't do it all.
Don't do it all at the same time. You don't have to.
Do it. All you have to do, reduce your animal, meat and increase your vegetables. Instead of a whole piece of 4 ounces, make 1 ounce and 3 ounces of beans, and the rest are vegetables and quinoa. And after a while, you will become used to it.
That's good. That's really good advice, actually, because I haven't heard anybody say that specifically. It's okay. I mean, like it really, most books you read, most of all of it says, just go into this and do this. But you said, take your meat, just instead of 4 ounces, make 1 ounce and then increase the vegetables and do that for a while. It's so simple.
And it's really, make it simple. If you want to make it 3 ounce and 1 ounce beans, it's okay.
Yeah.
If you want to make it and put it in your mind, I am going to reduce. So now today, and instead of 3 ounce and 1 ounce beans, I'm going to do the 2 and 2. And
Mhm.
the following time you eat, and eventually you will find yourself, your taste bud is better, your body is feeling better, and this will give you the motivation.
That's awesome. This has been really good advice. I have actually learned something because I've never thought of it quite like you just put it. So I appreciate you sharing this with us. I think this is very